Hamlet, Act 5, Scene 1. Has this fellow no feeling of his business? He sings in grave making.
Custom hath made it in him a property of easiness.
'Tisn't so. The hand of little employment hath the daintier sense. But age with a stealing step hath clawed me in his clutch, and hath shipped me into the land, as if I'd never been such. That skull had a tongue in it, and it could sing once. How the knave jowls it to the ground, as if 'twere Cain's jawbone. Dad did the first murder. This might be the pate of a politician, which this ass now it reaches, one that would circumvent God, might it not? Or of a courtier, which could say, Good morrow, sweet lord. How dost thou, sweet lord? This might be my lord, such a one that praised my lord, such a one's horse when he went to beg it, might it not? Why, and so, and now my lady worms chapless and knocks about the mazzard with a sexton's spade. Here's fine revolution, and we had the trick to see it. Did these bones cost no more the breeding but to play at loggets with them? Mine ached to think on it. There's another. Why, may not be the skull of a lawyer. Where be his quiddities now, his qualities, his cases, his tenures, and his tricks? Why does he suffer this mad knave now to knock him about the sconce with a dirty shovel, and will not let him of his action of battery? This fellow might be in time a great buyer of land, with his statutes, his recognances, his fine, his double vouchers, his recoveries. To have his fine pate full of fine dirt? Will vouchers ouch him no more of his purchases, and then the length and breadth of a pair of indentures? The very conveyances of his land will scarcely lie in this box, and must inheritor himself have no more, huh?
Not a jot more, my lord.
Whose grave's this, sir?
Mine, sir.
I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it. What man dost thou dig it for?
For no man, sir.
What woman, then?
For none neither.
Who is to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
How absolute the knave is! We must speak by the card, or equivocation will undo us. By the Lord Horatio, this 3 years I have took note of it. The age is grown so picked that the toe of the peasant comes so near the heel of the courtier. He galls his kite. How long hast thou been grave maker?
Of the days year I came to that day that our last King Hamlet overcame Fortinbras.
How long is that since?
Cannot you tell that? Every fool can tell that. It was that very day that young Hamlet was born. That is mad and sent to England.
Ay, Mary, why was he sent to England?
Why? Because he was mad. He shall recover his wits there. Or if he do not, 'tis no great matter there.
Why?
'Twill not be seen in him there. There the men are mad as he.
How came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely?
Faith in with losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Why, here in Denmark. I have been sexton here, man and boy, 30 years.
How long will a man lie the earth ere he rot?
Faith, if he be not rotten before he dies, as we have many pocky corpses nowadays that will scarce hold the laying in, he will last you some 8 year or 9 year. A tanner will last you 9 year.
Why he more than another?
Why, sir, his hide is so tanned with his trade that he will keep out water a great while, and your water is a sore decayer of your wardsome dead body. Here's the skull no hath in light. You, if the earth 23 years.
Who was it?
A horse and mad fellows it was. Who do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
A persistent on him for a mad rouge. He poured a flagon of Rhenish on my head once. This same skull, sir, was Sir Yorick's skull, the king's jester. In it that.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio, a fellow or infinite jest of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times, and now how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Here hung those lops that I've kissed I know not of. Where be your jibes now, your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar? Not one to mock your own grinning? Quite chapfallen? Now get you to my lady's chamber and tell her, let her paint an inch thick, to this fair she must come. Make her laugh at that. Prithee, Horatio, tell me one thing.
What's that, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander looked o' this fashion i'th the earth?
And so.
And smelt so,
And so, my lord.
To what base uses may we return? Horatio, what may not imagination trace the noble dust of Alexander till he find its stopping a bunghole?
'Twere to consider too carelessly to consider so.
No, faith not a jot, but to follow him thither with modesty enough and likelihood to lead it. Alexander died, Alexander was buried, Alexander returneth to dust, the dust is earth, of earth we make loam, and why of that loam whereto he was converted might they stop a beer barrel? Imperious Caesar, dead and turned to clay, might stop a hole to keep the wind away. Oh, that the earth which kept the world in awe should patch a wall to expel the winter's flaw. But soft a while, here comes the king, the queen, the courtiers. Who is this they follow, and with such main rites? This doth betoken the corpse they follow did with desperate hand forego its own life.
Must there no more be done?
No more be done. We should profane the service of the dead to sing a requiem and such rest to her as to peace parted souls.
Lay her its earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be when thou layest howling.
What? The fair Ophelia?
Sweet to thee, sweet, farewell. I hope thou shouldst have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thee bride bed to have decked, sweet maid, and not have strewed thy grave. Fall 10 times on that cursed head whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense derived thee of. Hold off the earth awhile, till I have caught her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quick and dead, till of this flat a mountain you have made, toppered to old Pylon, or the skyish head of blue Olympus.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis, whose phrase of sorrow conjures the wandering stars, and makes them stand like wonder-wounded hearers? This is I, Hamlet the Dane.
The devil take thy soul.
Thou prayest not well. I prithee, take thy fingers from my throat. For though I am not splenitive and rash, yet have I in me something dangerous, which let thy wisdom fear. Hold off thy hand.
Good my lord, be quiet.
Why, I will fight with him upon this theme until my eyelids will no longer wag.
Oh, my son, what theme?
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, make up my sum. What wilt thou do for her? Swounds, show me what thou do. Would weep, would fight, would fast, would tear thyself, would drink up easel, eat a crocodile? I'll do it. Dost come here to whine, to outface me with leaping in her grave? Be buried quick with her, and so will I. And if thou prate of mountains, let them throw millions of acres on us, till our ground, singeing his pate against the burning zone, make Ossa like a wart. Nay, and thou it mouth, I'll rant as well as thou.
This is mere madness.
Let Hercules himself do what he may. The cat will mew, and the dog will have his day.
I pray thee, good Horatio, wait upon him. Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech.
Scene 2.
Come, Hamlet, come and take this hand from me.
Give me your pardon, sir. I have done you wrong. What have I done that might your nature honor exception roughly awake? I here proclaim with madness. Was it Hamlet wronged you, Laertes? Never Hamlet. If Hamlet from himself be taken away, and when he's not himself does wrong Laertes. Hamlet is of the faction that is wronged. His madness and poor Hamlet's enemy. Let my disclaiming from a purposed evil free me so far in your generous thoughts that I have shot my arrow over the house and hurt my brother.
I am satisfied in nature. I stand aloof and will know reconcilement till by some elder masters of known honor. I have a voice and precedent of peace to keep my name ungored. But till that time I do receive your offered love like love and will not wrong it.
Give us the foils. I'll be your foil, Laertes. In my ignorance your skill shall, like a star in darkest night, stick fiery off indeed.
Give them the foils, young Osric.
Hey, my good lord.
The trumpet to the cannoneer, without the cannons to the heaven to the earth. Now the king's drinks to Hamlet. Come, begin, and you, the judges, bear a wary eye.
Come on, sir.
Come, my lord.
1.
No!
Judgment.
A hood, a very palpable hit. Well, again.
Stay, give me a drink, Hamlet. This pearl is thine. Here's to thy health. Him the cup.
I'll play this bout first. What say you?
I do confess it.
Here, Hamlet, take my napkin, rub thy brows. Gertrude, don't drink that. I will, my lord. I will pray you pardon me.
Come for the 3rd, Laertes. I am afeard you make a wanton of me.
Have at you now.
Part them, they are incense.
Nay, come again.
Look to the queen there, ho! How's it, Laertes? Why is a woodcock to mine own springe, Osric? I am justly killed with mine own treachery.
The drink, I am poisoned.
Let the door be locked. Treachery, seek it out.
Can no more, the king's to blame.
Oh, yet defend me, friends, I am but hurt.
Hear thou murderous damned Dane, drink off this potion, if this thy union here.
Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. Mine and my father's death come not upon thee, nor thine on me.
Horatio, I am dead. Thou livest, report me, and my cause a right to unsatisfied.
Here's yet some liquor left.
If thou did ever hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity, a while in the harsh world, draw thy breath in pain, tell my story. The end.